This episode was brought to you by... No, seriously, shout out to Michelle Bombshell, my girl. She has her own lip gloss and eyelash line. This is Unicorn. Peep the glossiness. Peep how it's purple on my lips and clear in the tube. She doing some iridescent moves that y'all don't know nothing about, okay? But shout out to Michelle. Thank you so much for my gloss. And make sure that you go over to her Instagrams. She's got all of her Instagrams under @MichelleBombshell. You can also find her on my Instagram @BrittanyTheBrand. All right. I'm gonna go put that. Hey peeps, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brittany the Brand, and this is So You Wanna Be a Butterfly, a motivational series dedicated to young girls who are learning about it, young ladies who are experiencing it, and women who are just trying to sort it all out. All right, I'm back once again. I am Brittany the Brand. That's @BrittanyTheBrand on Instagram. Now, the last episode we talked about being an egg. Right? We talked about knowing that we're here whether we want to be or not. We have a purpose greater than ourselves, and we just have to spend every day learning ourselves to figure it out. It doesn't matter if you're in high school, if you're in college, if you're a grown woman with a job and 2 kids, but you got to figure it out. This next episode is going to be dedicated to the next phase of your metamorphosis, and that is the caterpillar. It's also the larva. It is a feeding stage, okay? This is when the caterpillar, or the soon-to-be butterfly, is trying to get as much as they can in so that they can develop properly in their cocoon. Now, with this feeding, right, a lot of times we are being idle. A lot of times we are not being our most authentic selves. We are not living up to our full potential. And that is just because we're not consuming enough information. If you're in high school and you are just doing the bare minimum, you're taking the basic classes and you're just like, well, you know, I don't need any extracurriculars. I don't need anything else other than what I'm doing on a daily basis. I'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine because you're covered. But that's for another conversation. But you gotta still do something bigger than yourself, bigger than fear, bigger than your expectations, bigger than generational curses. Hello, we all know about those if you've had enough time to see the journey that you've taken outside of your family, even if it's just a little bit further than your ancestors, your parents, your grandparents. And it's okay to acknowledge that you may want to go or are going further along. For me, I've always lived by don't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. But I spent a whole lot of time in the beginning of my career doing a whole lot of things. Not perfecting it, not being the master, just doing it. Because I wanted to prove people wrong. I wanted to, you know, show my exes I was bomb out here and I didn't need nobody. I wanted to show my parents that mass comm wasn't a mistake. And that I still was gonna be able to be successful even if it wasn't a job with guaranteed start pay and a salary, you know, but that really held me up. I was doing music videos, you know, behind the scenes, on camera. I was doing movies behind the scenes and on camera. I was doing an internship at the radio station. I was trying to be a part of the magazine that I've now been a part with for so many years. And it looked good on Instagram, or what was big at this point, I guess Twitter. It was big, it was cute. I mean, I'm taking pictures with stars. I'm on all the sets, I'm traveling, but I'm broke. And that was my come to Jesus meeting. That was my, you know, revelation when people were telling me, congratulations, girl, I see you doing big things. Oh my God, who are you gonna interview next? Oh my God, I see you doing this and doing it. And I wasn't doing nothing. And in Atlanta, where I'm from, you don't really have to do anything to get praise for doing things, you know? And that's not everybody. I know some hustlers, but at the end of the day, I wanted to do something. I wanted to have the money for all the clout that I was being given. Clout wasn't paying my bills. Clout was not paying my bills. And I'm pretty sure it's not paying yours either, unless you're doing some kind of promo on social media and they're paying you to advertise. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about allowing your peers, allowing your family, allowing your enemies to pump you up so much so to the point that clout is currency for you. Clout is not currency. Clout is an additive that is in an outline of bullet points that you need to glaze over. It is not the main point. None of it is about clout. It's about accomplishment. So for me in my journey, it took being super broke. It took being in an apartment. It took being in a house on the South Side with not enough money to pay $300 something odd, which was half of the rent, because I was sharing it with my girl Jessica. Hey boo. And you know, she to me had it all together, but we had two completely different paths. Mine was a starving artist. Mine was a starving journalist. And I had to figure it out. I had to find a way to make it make sense. Make it make sense, sis. That was always the goal. And it brought me to a point where I decided that I was going to pursue one lane full time. What do I wake up thinking about? What do I go to bed thinking about? Out of all the things that I find myself doing, what can I not live without doing? And at the time, it was writing, it was editing, it was taking someone else's words and giving them back to them based off of what I thought that they were trying to say. That really, really did something for me. It was a bit of a control issue, but it worked out in my favor. It was something that got me monetary value and monetary gain, and I was able to capitalize on it. I was able to get a job working as a contributing writer for Sheen magazine, who took me from, you know, the streets, trying to just figure it out. Oh, that's a pun. I worked for Streets 94.5 as an intern, and then full circle. Okay. But I mean, yeah, I remember getting that opportunity and having a serious outlet to write for and to edit for, and feeling like I was home. You know, I wasn't having to worry about what people were gonna say or anything like that, because I belonged and I was good. I was really, really good, you know. And fast forward, knowing what I wanted was really the precipice. Knowing what I wanted was really the starting point for me. So for you, you really have to figure out of all the things you're doing, or none of the things that you're doing, what do you think about? What are you thinking about right now? What is what I'm saying drawing to the forefront of your mind? Comment it down below. It's just as simple as manifestation. So feed yourself. Feed your passion. Feed your knowledge of yourself to yourself so that you can find out what your passion is. Find out who you are. That's from the egg to being a caterpillar and feeding at that stop. Feed, ladies and gentlemen. Feed, girls and boys. And find out what makes you full. Find out what gives you real satisfaction. I did. And the maturity is unreal. Thank y'all so much for joining me once again with Brittany the Brand, So You Want to Be a Butterfly. This is a metamorphosis, and you definitely don't want to miss the next episode. We will be doing another interview, so stay tuned to see with who. But I thank you all for taking time out to even sit here with me and chill and talk and listen. We should do like a mukbang. I think that'll be cool. Grab some food, you know what I'm saying? Grab a little drink or whatever, and just chill and talk. I think that would be really cool. Tell me what you think. Let me know, and I'll talk to you next time. Once again, this is Brittany the Brand. Follow me on Instagram at BritneyTheBrand. And always remember, life grows on. See you next time.